Time on the track. You already know what this is, man. Nothing but real raw shit, man. Podcast medicine, man. Audio dope. No rap cap. You can't get this shit over the counter. Gotta come rock with us to get it. I go by Gas the realest.
I'm Mr. Meana, the motivator, brother. Here to motivate the nation. You know what I'm talking about?
Facts. That's what we gonna do, man. We gonna motivate the nation, man. This episode right here is different, man. I'm talking about we been keeping it real, man. But on this one right here, man, we gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it gutter. You hear me?
Yes,
Stop
sir.
playing, man. We got Monsta, the governor Monsta with the fade in this thing. You heard?
Let's go.
Facts. Hey, Monsta, you already know one thing, man. We appreciate you sincerely coming. Fuck with us, we overdue. Hey, last time I saw you, we was at the Salisbury Woo and that's when we were supposed to lock in.
Yeah.
With Salisbury. We got this shit together, man. Before we jump in, let people know where to follow you at and where to find you at.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram, man. That's Governor Monsta. Keep it real, keep it gutter. Oh, man, the same thing. On TikTok, Facebook, same thing, you know. So that's it, how to find me.
Facts.
See me in the streets too. I'm in the streets too for the community, man, for the people.
Catch me running up the hill, nigga.
There it
Catch
is.
me running up the hill,
Yes.
nigga. Getting ready for my fight, but they canceled this shit, huh?
Yeah, they put about it. Yeah, it's cancer. I mean, you know, I'm gonna do the charity for the kids and stuff like that. Give the help out and all with the kids, get them full sets of uniform for each sports division. So parents, you know, have to come out their pockets. It's all about the youth,
real
man.
shit.
Yes.
Right.
How that came about, pretty much, like, between you and Larry? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what
Well, I saw Larry swung on a little dude, you know, and he swung on him. So I said, okay, he swung on a little dude. And like the little dude, like, he wasn't about that. You could tell the kid probably had a two-parent home, come from suburb. So, you know, he was doing like, Larry really wanted to be throwing a big dude because he talking about how Larry treated him at the treehouse. So I said, oh, okay. Larry, a businessman, whatever, he do a lot. He bring a lot of big name artists down to New Orleans. He do his party. So Larry came from nothing, you know. So I said, well, let's do a charity box, you know, match and whatever. Everybody said, who you think will win this and that? So I kept being consistent, kept pushing it. And I said, so I started working out, start hitting the bridge and all that. And I'm saying that everybody kept saying, so the people that's working for him in his restaurant, and I say, hey, man, Larry said, man, you know, people say, man, Larry don't want to fight you, man. Larry, my team scored a man. Yeah.
Postpone that thing, man. Postpone that thing, man.
Yeah.
So Larry had never really, like, confirmed it. It just was
No.
like you was, like, calling them out there, like, for the challenge.
Yeah, it's for the, you know, chats, because you like Charleston White and all them do it, everybody, celebrities do it, you know,
Right,
get back to the community. I mean, Larry, you know, you got a face and, you know, you do things and stuff like that. Just like, I just want people like, y'all got it, you know, this show your appreciation to the kids, or, you know, so Monsta, what it is, you know, it could have been a show up, or you could have got a match and do what you do, and like, okay, Monsta, here goes funded for the kids, to keep the kids
You
off
were
the
trying
street.
to get a 2 for 1. You were trying to get 2 for 1. I'm trying to woo with you because of the little one, and I'm trying to for the Nord.
Yeah, that's it, for the kids, man, you know.
For real. I see what you had with it. I see where you at. Go ahead, man.
So Monsta, you know what I'm saying? You know, anybody from New Orleans know you from New Orleans, but we got like viewers that's, you know, pretty much all around the world that kind of tune in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want you to give a little bit of like where Monsta come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know you're from New Orleans, but what area of New Orleans you actually
Well,
from?
I'm really born St. Thomas Housing Project, 613 St. Andrew. Then we moved to 750. They moved up to another court because of the mold, the lead poison. So we moved to 715 Josephine and stuff like that. So we kept it going. I come under my daddy, and you know Jerome Temple at Jubilee. That's my uncle. Come under my daddy, showing the rules. Watch my daddy play the drums in the project, the music. Yeah. His daddy was the original Wild Magnolia, Sylvester Temple. So a lot of people that moved from down to Ville, La Platte, they moved into the 12th ward. You know what I'm saying? When they opened the houses up in the 60s and the 70s to the St. Thomas, most likely my grandma was the first one, and you know, other people started moving in. Yes.
So Jubilee and your daddy brothers?
Yeah, my dad's the oldest, Tony Ray Temple. Yeah, he's the oldest. So we get the music from my dad. It really started off my daddy playing concert music band, so Jew used to watch him. So Jew was going DJing and stuff, had equipment, DJing on the porch and all the DJ in the house. So we were going around and you know, we had DJ Go Wild, that's rest in peace. They had DJ Lee Charles, you know, DJ Erdnum. They started taking the trigger, man, and start. Here come Tucker. It started Tucker rapping by Tip Top in the same time. I'm the here come 515 really was coming. Yes.
Right.
So,
Right.
That nigga Monsta know his shit.
You
You
know,
put me
it's
on, and
history.
you put me on some shit
you know,
too.
Yeah.
that's some history. That's some history I never knew. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I knew y'all was cousins, but I didn't know, if it,
No,
sometimes,
uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, uncle. I
Yeah.
always thought people say certain things, but like I thought because you did bounce music, he did bounce music. You just like that's my uncle, or that's my people.
Yeah,
or whatever
because
like
he he DJ'd and daughter came to us, but I always did. When I like watching, coming up dancing, I always did had dance. Cause me, Anki used to be backflipping and stuff and like that. Anki was good in dancing. Willie, all of we just have fun dancing.
Anki and Willie fuck-
Yeah.
oh, right,
Y'all
right.
come say come. We all saw dancing. So Jew just came with ideas. Cause Jew was a coach and he went to Grambling for 8 years and he learned the best by
Oh,
Eddie
you
Rock.
Jew dancing with them too?
Jew was dance. Jew was really like a DJ, but
Oh, you
he
was
just
talking about- you was
me and Willie and Anki came up dancing. You know what I'm saying? But I never because by me being younger. But I guess that he took Willie first started dancing for him. He started grabbing Hakeem, rest in peace to Cash Money Van. He was.
All right.
Van with Clan. He was dancing, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
rest
know
in peace to
that.
Van for dancing, man.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace to Van.
All of them, yeah. Mm.
So why you didn't become one of the dancers like for Jubilee?
Well, when I kept asking, Jew was like, I got you, never, I got you, never, I got you, never. Like, I guess that, well, really, come be honest, they were saying that if I would have danced for Jew, they feel like I would have took the shine, took the title, because Willie was Willie. Willie was good in the time. They didn't want to see that title. So, like, Willie this and that. So, rest in peace to Leroy Bailey, Cooley. So, Cooley stood on Ferdinand and Port. I stood on Urquhart and Port. So Cooley got mad because, you got your nephew here. That's what Twerker was dancing for Killer Instinct. Then Too Sweet picked him up. And they said, like, Cooley said, how can you pick Twerker before your nephew? Your nephew, Shiny, your nephew had all the block parties, your nephew had everything. Because, so I moved downtown in the 91. I started showing everybody the style Paul dance, showing everybody to get ready to dance because I was downtown.
Right.
So everybody really think that the night will really be my name.
Right.
They gave me the name. I said, the night, Florida Desire, Uptown, even to the Lafitte, the Abbeville, Course Canal, they all showed me love because I took the dance down and I stuck with it. So I made a name for myself. So I took the Monsta and put the fade in it and started Trinity, kept being consistent with it, kept using it.
So you really started believing that yourself?
Yeah.
Like that's my uncle and you
Yeah.
started feeling that?
Like I looked at it like, okay, I didn't give up. Some people be like, but people, man, I didn't give up. So I kept showing. I'm glad that it went the way that my name stood out for itself. Like Monsta Fade, we know Monsta Fade from Ola High the road beef, or Gold Monster, just different types, So I had to, I took it because I was in special ed. I graduated special ed. I've been special ed. So I used to be all on the tables, beating on the table. Boom, 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 boom. Like, where you headed? Upstairs, third floor, special ed. Hey, everybody. I had it going on. And, I had it going on, Nichols, you know what I'm saying? I had it going on. So I always kept it going, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm going to beat something. The teacher said, you always beating, because every time I finish my work quick, the teacher said, you destructing the other kids because you want to clown, you want to be on the table. Yeah. So all in the gym, boom, boom, boom. Boom, everybody, yeah.
So you was advanced in special ed. You was like, because you said you finished your work before everybody else. So you must have been a little bit more advanced.
I like to get advanced because, like you said, my problem is I would say it was special because it's not because he thought I can't handicap or it was a speech problem. That's what's going. But guess what? I kept on to. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So teacher said, you gonna be somebody. He said, like, well, he always in the cafeteria. So like I'm in the cafeteria, Yeah, the 6 boy had their table, 7 boy had their table, the Florida Desire, your basketball coach had their table.
At
the
Nichols?
band, remember, the band members had their table, the football team had their table. I had my own table. Because the female come sit right about me. Oh, you gonna make a dance?
Let's get it.
Yeah, that's the New Orleans, that's the culture. Everybody did. In this school, you can tell you, everybody had that. Yeah.
So would you say that dance culture helped make bounce what it is? The
dance,
the dance culture, see, that's what I'm asking. Did the bounce music make the dance culture? Did the dance culture make bounce?
Well, when they took that trigger, man, it took that trigger, man. People looped it. You know what I'm saying? It's the dance make the bounce. Because it's like this. If you got that beat and that beat is kitchen, you got that 808, you got Manny, you got Duck, million dollar. That's somebody nigga, Joe the Fiend. It's got to have that fear.
Right.
Can't go Slim coming up. Joe the Fiend, Johnny. That's why that old music is working. Because it's coming back.
Talk your
It's
shit.
coming back.
Talk your shit.
Who you came up listening to before you got all the way into music? Like who you were listening to from the city?
What you talking about from the city?
Yeah, from the city.
Well, you got to realize it was the Jimmy, it was the Jubilee, it was the Wormies.
Right.
Yeah, you heard Griffith on the radio book sometime. There it is. But you know, it kept going. Here come Cheeky, but the Cheeky Black, and here come Pause the Crime. It all kept it going. You know, Manny. See, Manny, people understand, they don't give Manny credit. Manny did gangster bounce. Manny did gangster bounce. You had them dudes go rap. Yeah, Feel Like Fear. Yeah, UNLV. You had Trey A. Yeah, Feel Like Fear. We talking about gangster bounce. They have 3 sets of different bounce. Here come the twerking pound. Jubilee, Johnny, Ronald, Kilo, Shorty. You had that. Then you got the sissy bones. You got Norbert, Frida, Katie, all them. It's a different bracket. It's a different bracket. When you play those 808, dun-dun-dun, if you out there in the streets, it's a different era because the vibe is feeling. You can hear the lyrics. You see, back then people listen to lyrics. Tonight, they just listen to the beat.
But what type of bounce right now got the edge? Like you were saying, like it's all over. That's what they bumping the most. What type of bounce are all the ones you just named?
Right now, it's the middle. It's our era. It's the Jubilee, the PNC, the Kilo. This because they're gonna keep playing the classics. Because they're gonna keep playing Juvenile, but the thing gonna keep playing. Can't go slim upon. I watched them in festivals. Now, because a lot of you can play these songs because they got radio versions. They don't have radio versions to New Orleans right now. Now they got the little trip out, but they don't have radio versions. That's why they ain't do talent show this year. That's why they ain't do school phones because no radio version. He got a radio version on PNC, Kilo, Jubilee. A lot of them speak up on, you know, you had Walk Like Ronald. You got a lot of them.
Right,
So they don't have radio versions. So that's what we had the Riverboat with Pac. Everything we had because it was all one. Oh, we're going to be at the concert. You got Poison Crime. You got Jubilee. You got Trey A. You got such and such. Kilo going to be there. Who that? Mr. Carter Police. Yeah, Ronald. You had Charlie Watt. They was the style in. Because at the warehouse, never forget, rest in peace to Slow Slim. They were at the warehouse, Phone Friday at warehouse. On error. Soldier said, man, let him open up for me. Let him open up for me. Money up in there running that beat. DJ Money Fresh. They don't get Fresh credit, man. They don't get Duck credit.
DJs, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Well, what was the first place that you had got booked for? And what you did?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The first place, I mean that I just got in certain clubs because I hung around you. You know, I was in Rumors.
Right.
I was in Whispers. It goes on. The listen to Detour, you know, it's just move around. The underground, yeah, move around. Because I was following you when PNC, they were hot, they prime. Right. I'm coming under the mat of the Riverboat. We on stage freaking, you know. It's just like, man, you know, PNC get on there, rock there with their catalog.
PNC was rocking that bitch. PNC was rocking that bitch.
Ooh,
stop playing, bitch.
Can't go slim, Mr. Meana with the, you know, you had UNLV, you had a lot of good people had catalogs, but Jube had to close out because Jube had the freaking niggas dancing. He had to close out.
Had to close it out.
Hey, it's like this. You know, like say, you know what I'm saying, to the late, to Mr. B's, DJ Jubilee. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, yeah, the Milk, the Mac, the Cali, yo, Iberville, saying, but everybody in the St. Thomas every Sunday. Thought it was lit. We had to pay the, Bub them had to pay the project people off, man, just to have a Sundays, every Sunday.
Keep it going.
Yeah, and then they had PNT performing, Performance Day, Sanitation Park, everybody coming out
You
with
remember that shit, Dan?
Yes.
Yeah, clearly.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the era, like, you know, block parties, things
Yes.
of that nature was something that they always do. That was a part of the culture, like, you know what I'm saying? People from all around the city would come to those spots, like, you know what I'm saying, looking forward to it, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like a second line, like how they go to the second line, they was going to the DJ, especially if it was in certain areas, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
So I totally get it.
Hey, I gotta ask you about the Pamper.
Yes.
What made you fuck with the Pamper?
But because the idea, I would study everybody. I said, well, I have the body for a while. I said, let me go on Bourbon because the people be dressing, you know, they have me fun to go out there on Bourbon. I said, let me do it because the people out of town, see, people want to do the internet. Oh, this and that. They're scared to buy you class. I said, well, these people coming out of town, I'm going to show my face and give them. So I walked down the Pamper. Bam, bam. It went viral. Then 2 weeks later, the baby did it.
That's what I was about to ask you. Damn, you answered me. I thought I wanted to know who did that first.
I did it first.
You did that first.
He took it in, man. He took it in.
But you was hold up. I gotta stop you right there because Weeby and P-Town Mo, your baby daddy, they came out with a Pamper on.
Yes, they
That
did.
was before?
Yeah.
I think that was before you did what you did, because they did this way on Airline Highway at the club back there, where Sal them who owned Rumors, when they opened up over there on Airline Highway. Weeby had the Baby Daddy song, Your Baby Daddy in the Club, and they came out with him and Mo came out with a Pamper on. So
but did you see that, Monsta?
Well, I didn't see it. Well, what they did, they did it.
They did it.
They did it. but they didn't do it like me.
What was the difference? What's the difference in?
Hey, well, look, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget you say what's the difference. But even if you saw them or not, do you think the baby seen you?
Yeah, the baby seen me. Cause he took
He
it.
came down here on Essence or something? Or you think?
No, he just saw it. He just saw the video and said, well, if this strong dude could walk around with that, I could do it. You know, the people just, you know,
gotta
trendy.
keep it real, keep
Because
it
they got
gutter,
big
Monsta.
names. They got big names. They got big names. Was still local talent. And
Right.
thing. I ain't gonna lie. If you go Google, Lil Wayne hit him with the wham. That's my dance. Lil Wayne took it. He said, go Weezy, go Weezy. He came on that Back to Thing video, hit her with the wham because he watched it. Everybody, any big artist, I watch a little artist.
Hey,
and they'll take ideas with it.
I feel exactly like
Yeah.
that. Because it's like you'll never know. You'll never know. And it's like far-fetched. Like, you think I saw him? Yeah, you saw him, man. Yeah, you saw him.
Because I came up like, you know,
Was that online?
What?
When you did the pamper, was that like Facebook?
Yeah, it went viral.
Essence, yeah.
Essence, it went viral.
I know when he was doing it, but I was trying to see if social media was in play at that
Yeah,
time.
yes, social media. Because I
So
walked
he had
down.
to see
Yeah,
it.
so you know, got people in the team, dog with me. He said, Faye, what you gonna do? I said, so I went to one of the costumes place on magazine. I said, let me get this bell, let me get this pamper, let me go down there. I got the body. Okay, when I went down connect, people say, oh Lord, look. So all the people from all out of town. I'm from Chicago. I'm this thing. They just want to take a picture. So the city started saying, man, look at governor. See, like, you know, when my city people see the tourist people show love, they come and show love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not never knocking my people from New Orleans because they love us. You know what I'm saying? But we got to give the people what they want. You know, people might, you know, have their opinion about it. You can't get mad over opinions.
Right.
I'm going to still dance. But like you said, that come up like the Street Fighters, we be Battle Killer Instinct, Squad, these are groups them do were flexible, but they say why? And they were cold in their era, you know, they were flexing. But why I get them mad, I start getting freaky with it. So I said, I have to find a way. Oh, they ain't routine, they flexing, they together, unique. I say, if I start freaking them out, the women gonna change. So the women say, oh, I like him. That's why they be front row. That's why it was front row for Willie Puckett, cool it, Jubilee down the front row.
Changed it up.
Yeah, they changed it. Everybody, you know, flexing. So, you know, you had the Street Fighter, Connect, Esquire, Muffy Baby. You had the Ninja Turtles. You had all of them. You know, shout out to Tamika. You know, they had females that could flex. Too sweet. She was flexing. You know, the female, New Orleans, like, y'all realize it.
But flexing and popping is different, Monsta.
That's to say, when we was doing it, we was swinging it to the day they look at it like twerking for men and P-pop for women because the P-pop, but you know, the word, you know. So that's what people understand. Say like when we dance, we freak them out. Oh, they might be scripted because women was dancing on men was dancing.
I'm saying freaking out is popping.
Freaking out what?
Freaking them out is like popping.
No, that's just you. They just putting the body on.
But
you know,
is it like grinding? Like
they're like grinding, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you know, Anki might hit a black flip, might do a 1-2, Willie might do it. And you know, Slugger, do my Slugger, baby. They all had, but this what killed me. They got away from me. Like you know, you got away. Everybody had a bump song. I can't say now one gangster rap song made in order. Anybody that came up, they had to say some kind of contribute to the Trigger Man.
Bounce culture.
Yeah, bounce culture. Yeah.
Now, Meana was saying wanting to get you get sidetracked. Meana was like, what's the difference?
About what?
About you wearing it. You say they ain't wear it like you did.
Yeah.
See, they did it, and they did it well when they do it. I did it outdoor. See, I let the people show. I let the people show. Like I was like, oh, you might do that move, but nobody saw that move. I'm gonna show the world what it is. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, they be like, man, like they have Zulu, they have I think Q93 and 106.7 DJ under the bridge. I get on top of the U-Haul, and that crowd leave from under the bridge and come by mine on top of the U-Haul, cause I'm not entertained. Right. I'm gonna show.
You're gonna draw them in.
I'm gonna draw them in.
Off the moped.
Off the moped, whatever. Yeah. It's crazy that, you know, it's crazy that because that's what they be looking for. You know, like the New Orleans do what you want. That's what we second line, do what you want. You know, you got kids out there footwork and everybody. We love because that will free our mind. That's what people lost family members, people stressing and going through stuff. So we free our mind. When something come, do everybody together. Uptown, downtown. People all coming over now to see that second line Sunday.
Right,
yes.
right. Real shit.
Cause you said when you went to the ninth ward, that's where you actually got Monsta with the Fed.
Yeah.
What you was called when you was uptown?
I wasn't called nothing. I was just regular. I was just,
You didn't have a stage name.
No, I had a stage name.
right.
So when I moved to the, I became the Jews, so I had to come up with a name. But when I moved to the ninth ward, I used to join the Boys and Girls Club, 37 North Rampart, and I used to be strong lifting weights and physical and football and basketball. They gave me the name Monsta. So I said, okay, this Monsta, and my mama didn't like it. You had the teachers, the principal, the custodian, you called me Monsta. So I took the name and made some out of it. I became positive with it.
Right.
Monsta love the kids, Governor Monsta, Mayor Monsta, it's whatever. I'm for the people.
Right,
So you got to make that tell you know what I'm saying? A couple people look at what kind of monster he is. I'm a friendly one. I'm a humble one. Yeah.
Fact.
What kind of monster he is?
So you just put with the fade on that?
Yeah, they put with the fade. You know, like, because back then, you know, it's like, you know, everybody had the style. You had the hot boys and the hot girls. And, you know, everybody playing style. So, you know, with the fade trade, with the, you know what I'm saying?
Boosie had the Fed?
Yeah, Boosie had the fade. But Boosie didn't represent the fade like he had a flat top. He had a fade. That's different.
That was different. That was different.
Now that's the Boosie
That's
cut.
the Boosie cut.
Yeah, that's the Boosie cut.
Right,
But it's the monster with the fade.
The monster with the fade, right?
Yeah, you got a flat top.
That
Yeah,
shit different.
Yeah.
That shit is different.
Oh, this
This nigga about stupid. How the her shit came about?
Well, I played football. And I went to the studio. I said, Joe, I want to do a football song called Hut. Joe was like, you serious, man?
Who Joe is?
Joe the Dre, that's the producer. That's who produced my songs. And, you know, he produced a lot of songs. He produced New One in the World, Anita Baker. He produced that. You know, a lot of producers not going to get credit for what they put. Rest in peace to Blaze. So, you know, a lot of people, shout out to Black, a lot of Trey, a lot of document, a lot of people, it's not going to give these producers who mix, you know, and
They probably credit.
yeah, people credit. Yeah, you might hear a DJ name on it, but who really mixed it?
Yeah, who produced it?
Who produced it? Yeah.
Right. So with the Hut, you were saying Joe.
You know, Joe produced that. You saw in the studio. She make a boot because I did it in '06. That's when it's 06. Yeah, I did it in '06 when the Saints played Chicago in NMC Championship. And I did that song right then and there. And so the song started trending. So rest in peace to Bo Knows TV. So I did the Hut 13.
right.
So Bo Knows did the video.
Bo was-
He made it go in controversy with it. You know, I'm like, oh, they shaking this and that. So I had permission because I'm a volunteer coach. So the kids wanted to be in the video and this and that. So the people like called me from all the time. I mean, Kevin about it. You know, we had permission. I don't do nothing without the parent permission. So they did it. Hut started trending. So I said, white friend. So now they picked it back up. When Mr. X side to it, the TikTok it went viral. I said, what's, because I asked a lot of DJs and Hughes and a lot of teachers, what's so different about the Hut? It's a catch. It's the way it's come on. You're telling people what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of music we made. Everybody like, you can rock it, you know, because it's done to the beat.
Right.
But where's the lyrics? They were telling songs, stereo, you know. Everybody, King was them coming up off, they shut that. Sweat so hard, you need 3, 4. It had meaning to it. Josephine, Johnny, Lord, Ham, Mercy, Bunny Hop. Everybody had
Right.
ideas.
The words out now.
Yeah.
Sped it up. Yeah.
Right.
That's how it is now.
Because some females, they be shaking because the beat's tagged, but they don't listen to the lyrics. Today, back then, we listen to the lyrics. Today, we just let the beat run.
Right. Your body, they body move with the beat and that's it.
I would have never thought that song, that you created that song with the mind of like, I'm coming from football. I mean, even though it's saying Hut, I was just thinking bending over Hut, but I wasn't
Right,
thinking.
but
that
I
you
looked at it.
associated-
That's why I said be no Hut because of the woman. She make it. The one he tell you she make a booty because a lot of women like to exercise. So I'm a coach, so I know positions that they're gonna do. So everybody went from BBL to Hut. Everybody went to the gym now. You see people like, wow, everybody in the gym now because health is more important. And everybody should be a fitness trainer. I do. It's like, man, you put that rocket thing on, you went across that Almanaster Bridge. People say, man, Larry don't want that smoke. Nobody say, man, we might walk across it 9 times, but Monster, we not running that hot sun across no
Not
Almanaster.
running no high circle to Evernaster. I thought that was the Broadbridge.
That's the Evernaster.
That's what I thought. I said, God damn, you own that bitch. You hear me? You said you're a coach?
Yeah,
Right now?
I've been coaching over 30 plus years, man.
From what different parks or the same?
Well, different posts. You know, I started off in the downtown Boys and Girls Club. Then I was coaching at my high school, Douglas, before Katrina hit. Then I played semi-pro ball, and I was still coaching. So they said, man, you need to retire semi-pro.
What's semi-pro?
Semi-pro ball. It's like some that Michael Lewis played in, the Bill Man. So I played.
Arena shit?
No, like arena. It's semi-pro ball. It's like it could get you to the next level. That's the kind of ball
okay,
that, you know.
okay.
It's next to the arena league and stuff like that, but it's 11 on 11. So I played with the Louisiana. I started out with the Louisiana. Matter of fact, I started in Louisiana. Then I moved to the Bulldogs, and I played won a championship with the Lightnings and the Warriors. So the West Bank Warriors. So that kept me. Probably kept me in shape. Yeah. So I've been behind the garbage truck 27 years. Yes, consistently.
Right. You get that flat.
That's the only job you ever had?
Get that flat.
Well, that's the only job. I used to work at the tire shop when I was young on St. Clair. I used to work at the tire shop. I'm a jack of all trades, man. I can do it all, man.
Man, I did that shit. Look, listen, Monsta, they pick a nigga up on Peters Road and all of it. You heard me? And we went across the river somewhere, man. I did like one street, bro. That fucking juice got on me. Hey, it was over with right there. You heard me? The man said, we came from out the West, man. How you gonna get? I said, I'm gonna get from over this bitch. That's a rap on this shit. Man, I can't do that shit. That fucking garbage juice had dripped on me. I quit right then and there.
I did with it.
And you gotta be strong too to fuck with that shit.
You gotta be in shape, yeah, man.
You gotta be strong.
Yeah, break it down.
30. So you one of them motherfuckers, the truck ain't pulling off if you ain't there, huh?
Well, it's like that. It's like, drivers to be like, who you going with? I know all the routes. They could send a new driver. And shout out to Risk Disposal. I've been with them people 27. They gave me my first try, and I stuck with it. You mean? One of my supervisors just passed away, Joe Patel, man. Rest in peace. He taught me a lot. Because a lot of them supervisors come from the ground, too. They come from high, from low. Yeah, so, man, shout out to all of them. But who really gave me the game to the garbage was Frank Jones and Derek Bennett. He's still a hop out there. He gave me, because he snatched me straight out of high school. Said, hey, we got a job for you, Yeah.
Right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I ain't let go since.
Man, that's what's up. I ain't know you been fucking with it that long.
Yes, man, 27 years. Yeah,
why you ain't want the responsibility of...
I'm working on it. Everybody about the CDLs. I'm working on it right now. Right now, I'm just keeping myself in shape and asking my job just want me. Certain routes they put me on, I know they ain't got to come out and send nobody. They ain't got to get the drop of the map. I am the map, so I know the city. I know my combination codes and stuff like that. Yes, I'm on commercial. I'm not running them. I'm on commercial, pushing dumpsters and hospitals and clinics and all that right now. Yeah.
No, that's what's up, dog. Yeah. I wish you the best on with all that shit. You ain't fucking with no music going forward?
Yeah, I'm still messing with music. I'm in project right now. I'm still working on a project right now, but the idea right now, we trying to have some good talk with certain people. We trying to bring back the bounce tour. Jubilee, the pop, the PNC, the UNFV. We trying to bring it because that's people want the old, the era. People want the good music back, Because I've been doing homework check. I'm like, let me post this, let me see people. Because at the end of the day, it's too much VIP sofas and chairs, no dance floor. Right. That's why the crowd. Everybody playing for sections, but nobody dancing. So where the vibe, where the feel, the DJ play the same thing. You gotta switch it because different crowd. If you got 18 with 25 and 40. The crowd is confused. If you deal with 30 and 40, like Burgers and Jay's Place on Sunday, it's the answer. Like people gotta want to feel comfortable. If I'm in the team club, we going 15. If we're going to older, we going to fit older. Yes, but it be a mix. It's a drought right now, be honest.
But the nightlife in New Orleans?
It's a drought right now with the music right now because it's hard after the pandemic. Everybody trying to get shows, but it's like you said, it's a drought. Like, that the money ain't running like it used to. So you got to work with people. You know what I'm saying? What you got, what your budget is, people work because, like people have budgets and it's tough right now. And
that's some real shit.
The cost of living is not matching the minimum wage. So I'll be like, man, what you got, man? PNC do their thing or everybody do their thing, So you hear the artists that on that whining, they got no job. Get their backup plan, need a job. They all want wine. My play my song. Go get a job.
Right.
Get a job.
I agree, brother.
Get a job.
When you come across where
you come hot with you, huh?
They don't want work.
When you be online and you kind of be speaking to the people, like you be talking some real facts about 85% of this is this, 95% of that. Like where that come from in you, like, and why you feel the need to. Bring it to the people the way you do.
Well, because I'm fair with the people. I'm straight up. I'm 100. My problem is I love hard and I got a good heart. I don't want. I see what goes on, how they come up in the era that the parents pass the grandparents pass the voucher down to the general, then they pass it down. So they so handicapped. I ain't gotta do nothing. So you look at everybody in the projects had leather jackets, 8-ball jackets, diamond ring medallions. You ain't got that no more because they took away that. Now I understand that you had the uncles that work. You had the grandpa that sacrificed. You had grandma that would cook a meal every day. We don't have Sunday dinners no more. Kids eat ramen noodles, hot pockets. You wonder why they walk around with 105 degrees out there with a sweat on? Because they have no fathers in the house. That's why I play the part. Me coaching these kids, God said, you doing my job. That's time. Even though you give them the kid 2 hours, 5 days a week, you're doing his work.
Because they don't get paid for that, huh?
They don't get paid. But I don't save a lot of kids. I can't say that I lost 50 kids, I lost 40 kids. I can't say that. Because some of them working in the French quarters. Right. Some of them working on the garbage truck. Some of them say, man, I'm in the community college getting a trade. I get blessings. Them cruises, I don't pay for them cruises. As somebody nephew I coached, somebody's son I looked out for. We got you covered with a passport. Just have your money spent when you get on board. Get on board. Yeah, stuff like that. Yes. I've been blessed, so I do it from my heart. So, yeah, I do shows and what it is. I work with people, what it is. I know how to put on the show, what it is. And I never do this. I don't care what artist hot and the promoters, because I would never say, don't get this artist, because it's backfire. Because the promoters come back and say, you say this. It's a lot of I say, you say. And I say, and that's why a lot of people understand that. Because people like, can you get along with a lot of artists? I can get along. Can they get along with me? You can't get along with me because I'm too real. I'm going to tell you one thing. You get up here and do shows. Like I tell them like this. Number one, in the music game, market. Number two, a hit record. And number three, that's why R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, James Brown dominated. A good performance.
Right, real talk.
You good with performing. Every time I see you do some shit, like you said from the gate, you give them a good performance.
You have to come with ideas and give the people what they want. If Sue ought to be like, I ain't going up there, and just like the generation bounce, whoever get the roll call beat first, nobody won't go after because that's who got it first. They can't have no ideas. Where's their plan B? Where's their plan C? Oh, she hating them. All y'all sound the same, but y'all can't get in certain schools because y'all lyrics, y'all cussing, and it's no. But the way they talking about it, I said, okay, you could perform without that. They can't because that's the life they live. They expressing how they live. Right. And they think that's the good way. It's not the good way. Really. They backfire.
You don't drink or smoke?
No.
Right.
Never did?
Mm-mm.
So the kids that like that you coach, they respect you highly.
Man, they respect me because they don't get the love that they get at home. Oh, you coach Monsta, Uncle Monsta. That's that man you be watching on the internet. That is him. The kids. So like now the cheerleaders, the sisters be out there. They at a concession stand. I give them $1 too. Or I become Coach Garetti. I become this. I'm that because they don't get that kind of treatment. We don't want that coach. That's how a coach like that. And so she go tell the rest of her friends, he gonna give us $1 today. When they hit a bad flip, so they won't become cheerleaders, don't become cheerleaders. They have a lot of things to do for the kids, but parents, we gotta support. We be at second lines, deep 85%. We be at funerals, deep 85%. But we not any kids. Our kids are hurting because we not being a mother and a father they call put here.
How many of those kids that you have to kind of provide certain things for because their parents is not like really kicking in?
Well, it's a few. I mean, I bring them home on my bike. I give them cleats. I give them shirt. I feed them because I'm blessed. You never know. I come, man, come tap me. Say, he was driving 18 brothers. Just came home from doing fair time. How you doing, young brother? You don't know me, but I know you. He goes buy you something to eat. But my wife crazy about you. You coach one of my nephew, you know what I'm saying? You never know what people do. I always help people. Bless, like one day me and God paper entertainment, we went go feed the people, feed the home. I could give me clothes. I give it to them. Let me take these 9.5 shoes, take these jackets, and I don't care because I know how to game. I mean, some kids never been raised up before. I had a father, I had a grandfather. So I experienced, I had uncles, so I had men around me. So I know how to feel to be a man.
Real shit. Do you get any like sponsorship to help you out, or it's just everything on your own back?
Right now, but I'm only doing what I'm doing, and shouts out to Helena, man. Lady strong, lady doing a lot, man. I gotta give it to her. She out there putting in work and stuff. She's doing a lot. A lot of people. You'd be surprised when I go walk into that courtroom. Them people love me. They not who y'all really think is. Everybody ain't racist. Everybody ain't that. It's a choice in life. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice, and people gotta stop saying no. It's a choice. And we don't want to take on accountability for the actions that we do. Right. You know what I'm saying? I commit my wrong. I could say, look, I apologize, but I'm sorry. Why would I take your life? Who's gonna raise Ray and Pookie?
That's the best person for the job, Helena.
Yeah, she the best right now for the thing. I mean, cause she out there, she stand on her word, and she doing. A lot of people might don't see. They got, she might be Mexican and all that. She's doing the work. She out there in the community, out there. Yeah, with the willows, she got new people, man. She's trying to fix the willows up. You know, you put people in District B and C and D, but they not doing District B and C and D work. I could stand on 10 toes on that. Right. I work to pull a garbage. So why people live in the Tower Lane? You got kids, 5, 6 years old living in the Tower Lane by themselves. Where the parents at? I see this on the garbage truck. You got all the faults outside, uptown, getting loaded. The women prostitute up Shep and Bourbon. Right, come on, I'm keeping it real. I see this on the garbage truck. Right. So, you know, I never disrespect.
Real, keep it good.
Yeah, I never disrespect. Like I say, the ladies get mad when I say single mother. I don't want to hear that single mother. I don't hear that single father, because at the end of the day, that's a title. It was a choice. Y'all get mad because things didn't go right with y'all. And people gotta understand this. Like I said, I'm a man. I'm gonna take my L. But I say like this. They say, "What's the best thing you like?" I say the first thing I learned in life, and I say I'm not ready for no kid. I'm not ready for no marriage. Because at the end of the day, I could love you the same way. Why I gotta sign a contract and say yes I do, but my heart and soul is not there. The heart and soul is not there no anymore. People living for name and fame, man. I'm living for the heart and soul. That's why I'm so powerful. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say I've been in a concert. I've been in every concert in New Orleans and never been shot at and robbed, because I'm for the people.
You got a girl and kids?
I don't got nothing. The kids I coach, that's my children.
Oh,
that's my kids.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Oh, you don't have a girl? You got a girl, though?
No, I'm free man. I'm a free man. See, I don't want to say single, because single means you do it by yourself. Single means everything. I'm a free man, so I could help parents. I could help elderly people. I could help young brothers.
You're single and mingle.
I'm not single. I'm free.
You're free and mingling.
Mm-hmm.
You're free and mingling.
Yeah, it is. Because I don't know about that single. See, I had to break down what single independent means. That mean one. That mean you do it all by yourself, no help and all that.
But you get help.
Get help. Yes, because the person that helped me, I'm going to help them. God helped me to give me the strength, the energy.
Sound like you bet somebody on Christian Mingle. Oh,
man, I'm free, man.
So you know, because I.
Hey, but let me say this. Oh, go ahead. Because I want to say, go ahead, do shit.
No, you might be on to something. Mine can wait, but go ahead.
Because what you were talking about for the kids and shit, I was about to say, like, I get that, and I be seeing that, bro. You like for the kids in the community, but Byron Cole do the same shit, bro. You know
do what?
Like for the kids and for the
community.
How
you do when he cuss a little girl out always? That's not. No, you can't do that, man. You'll never see me cuss a little girl out, go back and forth, because I'm not gonna disrespect women. That's not. Byron know his rights.
But I didn't see him help kids too.
Yeah, he don't help, but helping. It's about helping. It's about making a change. I can't help a person by cussing them, cussing their children out, picking up sticks and bats, and then want to kick on people. I'm not no racist person. I'm God. We all children of God. Everybody alternate. That's the problem here. You know, I set him down. That's why he don't tell me nothing, because I got him right. Look, you can't do this. You do things. I learned what my daddy taught me. I said, don't you ever disrespect a woman. Don't you ever put a hand. My daddy will uppercut me. See, we ain't got the old jeans no more. See what I'm saying? We got away from, don't touch my child. That's why a lot of men out of the household, because don't touch my child. I raised a lot of kids. You know what they say? You the only one that stuck with me, because that man my mom met, he ain't nothing. Kids get older and realize, I remember you, Coach Monsta, gave them shoes. Coach Monsta, you looked out when we had nothing to eat. I was on Bourbon 2 weeks ago picking up garbage. The kids say, hey man, remember you fed us, Monsta, when we had nothing to eat? They remember that.
Right.
It don't cost to love. Everybody, like I say, everybody, you know, they won't help but don't want to love. They know these kids out here robbing and killing, jacking, but they want me to support that. I can't support that. God won't allow me to support that. Right. You know we out here smoking and killing and this and that. You're part of the problem. But she wouldn't say it. Because at the end of the day, the cheapest thing, a man, is a condom. Right. Kids are expensive.
Right. That's
kids are expensive, condom cheap. So men never made, and I ask female, I ask dudes in a relationship, when they having y'all meet club and all, they have sex and all that. 2 things women have sex and men have together. I say, why you mad? They never promise each other. He never promised that he want a baby. So it'd be so good and all that. Because 85% ain't using condom. So how you gonna see your baby? You ain't got no condom. You ain't got no condom. You go to clinic, they are full. That's why the world's so infested. The South so dirty, you can't bathe me.
They had an incident. So they had an incident that happened when they was giving those proclamations out, right? Mm-hmm. And you kind of went off in the in the console, like, you know what I'm saying, you was kind of going off, and people was like, this ain't the time and the place for that right there. Why you felt like it was need for you to speak what you spoke?
Because they need to hear the truth. Because when you go to these meetings, everybody cut corner, and you know they want our vote. But what are you doing? No. Don't backdoor each other. When people in City Hall sit and council sit behind a chair, they backdooring us. Where's the funding? You had 90 million education. Where's the funding, TD? Where's the funding? Right. Where's the funding for the parks? Give me 4 sets of uniforms for all the parks. I could get all these kids. Where we won't have to worry about kids running the streets, kids committing crime, kids jacking because they don't have nothing at home. I'm for the people. I'm going to speak. I ain't got to go up there like Byron cuss. Money Mike Willie really helped him. You talk about the man. It's certain things you don't do. It's not going to do it. I'm not going to threat Byron, Money Mike Willis. Nobody I'm not going to threat because I'm a man. They got kids, man.
But the things that that they do, like like all y'all kind of like speaking for somewhat the same cause in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure Byron is not a supporter of TD. Don't seem like you're supportive of TD.
I don't have nothing against TD, but I'm not gonna disrespect TD. TD, like any politics that run, any promise, they gotta live on their word. They gotta live on their action. I don't have nothing. You never see me go back on. I might say TD do this and that. I'm not gonna disrespect and cuss TD out. I'm not gonna disrespect no little girl and cuss out like Smoothie King. I'm not gonna pick up a stick and kick a white girl. I'm not gonna do that. But because I'm a man.
So that's what you have a problem with, more of his antics towards.
Yeah, he could be a better. See, this the truth. They don't understand that Byron did it to his own mama. And that's the problem.
Did what though?
He put his hands on his mama. He ain't cut no corners. I'm not cutting no corners. When a man don't have a father in his figure, they become half female ways. I had a father. My daddy would uppercut me. Jerome Temple would uppercut me. Derek Temple will uppercut me. I had uncles in my family will uppercut me. The men gave up. That's why Ray and Pookie doing what they're doing. These young boys don't know how to love because they never saw father love their mother.
Right.
Facts.
That's what you come in there with the shit. So
but I need a gun for it.
Right.
Boy, I can walk through the 17. I done been to Girl Town. I done been to pool party. I caught the bus. We caught the bus to go to Riverboat. We caught the bus to go to State Palace. To see them people. Yeah. I was on the back end coming up. Being a dancer, had to put that. I want the spotlight because I want it because that's what I love. People love our culture. Gravy beans, butter beans, poke beans, lettuce on it, tomatoes on it, onions on it, pickles on it. She want half and half.
Facts.
Hot sausage.
What?
Roast beef. Gravy on it. Cheese on it.
Cheese on it.
I said the kids want ramen noodles.
What they want?
Hot pocket.
What they want?
TV dinner.
What they want?
You put it in them. Microwave.
What?
On 2 minutes.
Okay.
She can't fry.
Let's go.
She disqualified.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and that's real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I always think that with all y'all advocating for a certain thing, bro, that what I'm saying, it's not good that we still are divided among certain things. So, calling Byron out on internet.
Because we all ain't perfect, really.
We all ain't perfect, right?
Yeah. So calling them out on something without having a private little thing like look, bro, let's meet up, let's talk, because really we all advocating for somewhat the same cause. If it's not directly the same thing, some of the things are for the same purpose.
I think this people understand that I think everything for social media because God is not private; He's public. So whatever you doing, that dog gotta come to the light.
So that's why I bring it to social media.
We don't never know what people did back then. It shows now. It shows who Keyshawn passing Monsta with the fade. He show you what he do. It show Byron who he is. It show you people who you really are. They show you. It ain't no hiding behind nothing because people hide. And like I say this, and I tell women that I understand that my mom is now. I tell women to the day, women will lie until their grave. It's in them. You are lying to their grave. We could dish it. We go through stuff too. We could take our leg over, baby. You did it, baby. But when the woman don't want to meet her own, I don't care what it is because men could dish it and take it. Women can't. That's why I be like, oh, you don't want to be with them. We don't want to be because of the attitude. We don't want to be with you. We don't want to fight you because we got a better life. So we don't want that. So that girl ain't better than me because it ain't the point that women in competition with women today. They got the body, but they ain't got the mind.
Facts. That brain ain't go on the surgery table, huh, Monsta? You ain't put that bitch on there.
Because a woman, she's going to know. See, because I grew up that a man is the king. It's the castle, the provide and protect it. If that man see that man, because a man got to see a man to understand a man.
Right.
I saw my grandpa love my grandma. I saw my daddy love my mama.
Yeah,
My mama, daddy didn't love her. See, when my daddy took my mom from the street, he loved her, he hugged her, he loved her, protected her and all that. So a lot of people come from broken homes, no father around, daddy probably been abusing mom, you know what I'm saying? Now, sorry, I ain't never saw my grandma say, oh, I don't need you, grandpa. I ain't hear my mom say, I don't need you. They come like that because men control, men understand it. Because like this, I'm that silverback gorilla. I'm going to go out there in that water. Women can't lead. They can't lead because they say, Monsta, when I'm at the autocraft, Monsta, can I use the men's bathroom? I said, we want the women's bathroom. It's nasty. Tampon. Hey. You know, men might have cigars, but they say, Monsta, can we use the men's bathroom? I saw for Tulu. Why y'all want to use the men's bathroom? They say, men more clean than women. If a woman want to leave, tell her go ahead and leave. She can't leave because guess what? Got hair on his ankle.
Right.
She won't watch the kids. Because at the end of the day, they could take certain things. Men, we supposed to be the protector and the violent sacrifice. I saw my daddy and my grandpa.
I don't know, they talking about all the men right now on the T-page though right now.
But they're going to talk about the men because at the end of the day, they program. See, they program that the opponents got the woman in control right now.
What? The who?
The opponents got the woman in control right now. That's why I listen to Key. Because the punk won't give them what they want. What you want, a bag of weed? What you want, a new bike? Motorbike? All they do is now buying no motorbikes. I'm working 27 years. Because they going to pay. Because the punk study a female and see what he want. Or I'm going to go buy him out of jail. I'm going to go buy him clothes. I'm going to let him use this Acura. I'm going to let him use this Honda. The baby mama got 4 or 5 kids. She can't go nowhere. She on housing. The punks are winning. Listen to the song. Oh yeah, your boy I had. They want to listen to the beat. They want to listen to the lyrics. They want to listen to the beat. Katie Ray is up. He telling you. No, but don't know anything else. It's facts.
Don't know anything at all.
And that's why they get mad because they talk about it because they hang around it. So you got to realize you know these punks. The girls stand with these punks. And you got the punks watching the boy. Ooh, girl, he can be. Girl, he's 6 foot. Girl, he play for Walker. He play for Edna Cole. Ooh, he play for 35. They buying them outfits.
But he a punk though?
Who?
The dude play for?
No, he ain't no punk. He a boy. He just don't know because he ain't got no father around. So the punk gonna find a way. If I buy him, I want something in return. Nothing free in this world.
Oh, right. Actually, damn.
Shaky was buying. He would take care of the boy. Shaky was taking care of him. He wants something in return. They got female ways. They never had a father love their mother. They never had uncle. Maybe they had an uncle did this to them, but they're not gonna tell it. Cause the uncles back then, you better not tell your mom that they living in fear. Some of these girls been molested by men in their family because they pick different baby daddies. They pick different men. Mama pick different men. Right. So they bring all the men around the kids.
I just started you from the Toma, so you came up in the bounce shit in the era with Buck, huh?
No, Buck come in the 2000. Buck he used to be in the back with you, but Buck wasn't running the streets when we run the school. I'm talking about library, Bub when that. He played his role when 2000 came, came to Buck, he played under Jew. He was young. He didn't run the streets like us. He didn't fight with us at the riverboat. He didn't do all that. Sister Chris was doing all this. Cousin was doing all that. Yeah, they were doing the work. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, damn, that nigga got some history. Nah, I fuck with you, Monsta, my nigga.
And this the thing, and I'm gonna tell every artist, and they be trying to argue with bounce music. They don't know the 5 instrumental beats from the order. You got to know the 5 instrumental beats.
Give it to them.
The 5 instrumental producers, artists, the 5 instrumental beat. And all these beats made hits and classic. Number 1 is Trigger Man. Wow. Number 2 is the Brown beat. Number 3 is the Cheeky Black beat.
Clap.
Number 4 is the Duck beat. Number 5 is that roll call, Javaka beat. You got to know that. If you don't know that, you don't know music. You got to know that's the 5 instrumentals. Without them instrumentals, not a hit can be made in New Orleans.
You agree with that, man?
Somewhat. You know what I'm saying? For as a bounce style of music, like that might be the element for that. You know what I'm saying? But they got people use other ways to make hits. You know what I'm saying?
Them sub-tweets and all that. That's got what you saying?
The sub-tweeting, the more be having like most samples from bigger songs, like like they'll use Beyonce, things of that nature, things people familiar with in this day and time, and but they do add the elements of what he's saying, like the Chicken Black claps and all that kind of stuff. Be kind of added in it, like to give it that bounce swag.
That's why Beyonce had used the shit that she had used.
Yeah, she called Jube up, called Earl them up, and used this and that. But there's people I'm thinking because like duck, you know, everybody be using that duck on that, and you know, they be using that. They gotta use, even though I don't care, you put a Darnell with it, you can put a Beyonce with it.
It still got the underbeat,
yeah. Because they'll take the highs out the Javaka beat and turn the beats and use the bottom beats and put other snares on there. It's common sense. They take the highs out the Trigger Man beat, take the highs out the Brown, and make it the bottom, make it the bass beat. Yeah, it's Acid Pro. They got DJ Acid Pro. So you had Duck. Right. See, because Manning was in rumors. Manning was doing his thing in rumors. Duck just turned rumors. He turned rumors. He been a big machine. Dun, 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 dun. That's my nigga. Eric. That's my nigga. Eric. It's going down the rumor. Then Duck started moving the $1 million spot. $1 million. That's my nigga. Eric. Here come Johnny. Here come Wap. Here come Slugger. That was a team. Kilo. Yeah, Baby D them. You had Food Slim. They had a team. They had an entourage. They had an entourage. Yeah, PNC, Jew. They had an entourage. And people understand that, you know, people say, when certain song come on, they'll sit down. But when you bring that old feel back,
I could tell you missed them times, dog.
Because it's never going away because it's coming back. You pay attention to BT. They want to brought BT back with the all that because they know one thing. It's about that. Even P got dancers. Everybody got dancers, bro. They know one thing.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah. You know, like, do the gangster wall. You know, you had that gangster bounce with Manny. They had that gangster bounce with Manny. Yeah, Poseidon, don't give up upside down, all them dudes, send it on the track. You gotta give them dudes credit. And Black, you know, with the acid, you know, Pikachu and them, Jordan picked up the Jimmy, you know, Blaze, the J-Dog and all them. Oh, you gotta give them dudes credit. You know, they got the acid pro producers, and they got the beat machine.
So with the new style of what Bounce said, like the guys that's doing party music right now, you don't credit that as jams, like, because everything's got its own era. These young people love the trip out things of that.
No, the trip out have a concept. Because it's telling you what to do. It's not too much fast and overdo. It's a concept to trip out. And they catch you trip out. You know, it's a concept.
And he got a little rap.
Yeah, you got a little rap to it. Well. Because that kid got talent, he got rap, but you know what I'm saying? But, you know, shout out to Eldon, you know, for helping him. You know, it's a lot of people got to help. Like, Murder Fiend, he had the song Hold Up With Him in on radio. He helped me out with a lot of music, how to come up with hooks and all that. Shout out to D.D. Boo Records, man, DJ Ackroyd, man. You know, it's a lot of people, you know, that came through, man. Shout out to Bono, man. When Bono, after Katrina, man, Bono, man. Shout out to Bono, man.
I didn't know that, though, what you said about how your shit had got on. He had made the video and shit.
Yeah, he had clean, but he made it controversial this and that. He did the ABC's video, he did the Hot Sauce video, and you know, but Bono stuck with, because Bono was a bandhead. Bono was just filming, catching all, saying all, catching Telly-Gago, he was a bandhead. I took Bono under my wing, and I took Joe under my wing. They stuck with the pattern. And I'm like, okay, this and that. So Mr. Ghetto started hooking. Mr. Ghetto came Walmart. Joe did that one. Joe did the beat. Bono did the video.
Walmart song.
Yeah. But you know what it is? I ain't gonna lie to you. And in the truth, the people need to hit the word to hear. It's a lot of gatekeepers. That mean they won't put nobody on. Katie signed with Tay 4. Big Freddie was the backup. Now Frida made it. Katie back at the middle of the court. Ain't that something?
So you say so the gatekeepers, you believe that they really have people that's considered gatekeepers that hold other people back?
Yeah, they're gonna hold you because you gotta realize that people love y'all got catalogs. You Jubilee, all y'all got catalogs. Y'all got catalogs. Why nobody? The people would love to hear that bump the party. You had the football player doing the Josephine Johnny. You had Wayne doing the Wham. It's at the end of the day. It start. Let's go back to, like you said, that Universal had a $30 million deal. Take 4, cash money. Baby told them people, you signed them, we don't want to deal with it. So Universal took the whole $30 million and deal with cash money. That's what I mean by gatekeeper. Cause Take 4, now big boys. When big boy, isn't that? Peace start grabbing them.
Who said that? Like, where you got that low from?
It's facts, man. My uncle. It's facts.
Jules said that?
Yes, facts.
Jules said they went in, say no.
It was on the table. It was $30 million. They wanted Take 4, because Take 4 was going to do the bounce. Cash Money wasn't going to do anything. Baby said, my way of the highway.
Right. I was just asking to make sure that was the real Woo, because Bird was just on Nick Cannon saying that about Pete. Pete stop, priority stop him.
Well, it go that tell it's all in that whole circle, because you gotta understand that with the like Pete's telling your story, this and that, you know, see Murder hung in the hood, BG Soldier hung in the hood. Them dude, Pete was smart, feel like came with the money, he had to get heavy hitters. Pete, like a Phil Jackson, I gotta get hitters on these teams so I could build a triangle. He come with Soldier, he come with Mill, he come with Mystical. He start getting other rappers from Big Boy, because Big Boy Yeah, G Slim and all them. Yeah, hit us. But if I take this and build a super team, there it is. So no, let me everybody see, because when I told Baby, when Baby got on S's and performing, saying I ain't with it, it's not the time for that. You disrespecting people because in the day, it's not the time for that. You get there, I ain't with it, who you talking to? Because I'm not gonna get up there in front of all these people, all white S's, grandma aunties in there, and I ain't with it. Who you talking to? See, when I say, I'm gonna say name. I ain't all that he say. Real men don't do that. We're going to say names. At the end of the day, I got nothing against Brian Williams, Percy Miller. But I asked them when they going to come together and make New Orleans great again. What have they done? I'll give you away 30 for 30 years. What have they done?
What you did for? What did he say? I didn't hear that.
I said they gave away turkeys for 30 years. But what about changing lives? We had Project Leagues going on. What's up, Pete? What's up, Percy Miller? What's up, Brian Williams?
Peter Wu now over
the UNO.
Yeah, I see what he's doing on thing because you know why?
He heard you.
Yeah, I know you heard me, but they want to come back home because I've been saying this.
Fact.
They was in California, they was in Miami. They say New Orleans was underwater. They were done. Come on, man, stop playing, man.
Man, this nigga here, just keep it real, keep it gutter.
I'm gonna keep it real, keep it gutter. Because the world don't know, well, they got all this talent in New Orleans. Why? Because gatekeeper. I'm telling them people, if y'all want to sign all this and y'all want to collaborate with the old and the new, like I say, you can't change. Like I said, if y'all make a song today, Poison and Crime, doesn't matter. They want to hear Pump the Party. Right. Thank you, Miss Liddy. They want to hear Star Paul, Get It Ready, Jubilee. Monster, them people ain't talking about you making a new song. They want to hear high sides. They want you to get on your head and dance. That's what you want. Michael Jackson never switch and Ric Flair never switch.
I always say that, dog.
That's inconsistent. When Frankie made, was like, he kept the same song. When the last time Maze made a song?
Right.
They doing 6-7 decades. When the last time they made a song? Because they were Uncle Frankie. He was Uncle Frankie. He's Uncle Frankie. Because he said that New Orleans, Louisiana made him go platinum, made him go diamond. We are one.
Right.
Stand on that.
Nah, real shit.
Mama Mill is the real queen of the South. Cheeky is the queen of twerk. And people need to get that together. You got Ghetto Twinkle, Spit Lyrics, what it got? Shorty was just Shorty. They love this Shorty with this Shorty. You got me Tikas, you got Lady Ray that can spit. You got Tanley. You got 3D19, but she never had a hit song. She need people around her that's gonna put her everywhere. D1 Night, he need a fire hit beat behind him. They can rap, they all can rap, but they can't have a hit song. You think that got talent, but where's the hit? Michael Jordan showed you. Muhammad Ali stood up for what he believed. He fought for what he believed. Kunta Kinte ran for what he believed. I'm talking fast.
What to get D1 to hit? What you think? I'm gonna go down the line and then before we get out here. Like, what to get D1 to hit?
D1 got to go. He got to go under the root. Put a Trigger Man, a brown beat on. Let him spit his stories. Thank you, Miss Liddy. Don't you be greedy. Don't you be greedy. They were telling stories back then. Y'all had stories.
You want to?
It was a 1+1. You about to? It doesn't matter. They had storytellers. People were telling stories. We were telling stories back then.
But you're saying that. What it's got to have a bounce beat?
He gotta have it. New Orleans gotta have something.
One of them 5 things.
He could have he could have a brown beat. He could have the Trigger Man, cause it's gangster bounce. He could spit, but he need the right producer behind him. He needs the right beat. Cause I ain't gonna lie, he got a lot of mixtapes. He got a lot. Let the kids, shout out to all them. Super Blanco, shout out to all them rappers. Shout out to everybody. New Orleans rapper cannot fill up a McDonald's bathroom.
You said New Orleans rapper cannot fill up a McDonald's.
Them dudes be paying $100 just to do a show because they know the people are not going to pay. They'll grab my CD before they grab their partner CD. Say, Monsta, give me that new song. But your partner rap. No, because Poison and Crime, our music, bounce, bring the ladies. Rapped on them. Certain rap, they might get to it, but they going to walk away from it. Monsta, I'm going to throw that CD in the garbage.
Right.
So you believe bounce pay bills?
Bounce pay bills.
Yeah, why change it up if the people who got them hits from back then, they going to fill the club up? So why change it up? I'm going to keep getting
because they thinking now, I was, rest in peace to Josephine Johnny. I was talking to Johnny. I was sending Johnny money because Johnny was on the time, babe. Johnny said they don't want to do, the era of us, they say they don't want to do bounce no more because they feel like the sister got into it and they feel like when they do bounce, they going to say, Johnny would tell me, he said, no, they got to get back. When Charlie Watt came home, I said, here go Charlie Watt.
That,
I said, but you can't because everybody know what Charlie Watt do, PNC do, Juve do, Ronald do, Kilo do. The list goes on and on. Feel like Phil, Ricky B. Like Ricky B got lyrics.
Right.
Shade for your hood. People tell good. Yeah, you telling stories.
Yeah, you right. Sound right.
Yellow. Rest in peace to Yellow. They were telling stories. Them dudes, if they're, it's like Tech Nine. You're a real one. Ooh, y'all real. All these bones, I tell the people, I never switch and turned on none of these bones artists. I'm just gonna give it to you real. If you don't get them people what they want, y'all can't get mad and want to throw the mic down or the DJ hating on me. If the crowd not feeling you, you gotta come with something. If I know they gonna do this and gonna do that, I have plans. I might swing from the ceiling like Tarzan. I'm gonna freak them out because y'all gonna do the same thing. Right. Everybody different. Ric Flair wasn't like Sting. Sting wasn't like Hulk Hogan, one of us, man. Everybody was different. Right. Everybody sounded order. If he got a hoodie on, we know what he gonna do. You know, our women, they thinking dressing half naked, thinking, I'm gonna keep him. We don't want that. Right. We want the mind, not the fine.
Right. we won't say it again.
We want the mind, not the fine.
Say, I gotta ask you this before you get out though. The freezer, bro. Is we gonna get the freezers for this election?
Now the election coming up, you know, in October. We're trying to get the deep freezer and stuff like that. The deep freezer, we gonna change. The deep freezer, it's gonna come with a meat special. The meat special coming with steaks and lobster, man.
You bullshit.
No pork. No. I'm working on it. I ain't gonna promise you because when you promise,
they want it.
But I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to get them 600 food stamps. I'm trying to get the kids 150 to 200 if they're in school. If they're in high school, they're gonna get 250. If they're in middle school, they get 150. They're in elementary, they get 100. So mama, don't go touching $800 and all that. You know, that's for they snack, that they feel trip, they wanna buy something at the store. So what they doing now with the cards now, with the food stamp card and all that, they're scamming. That's what they come a new program now. You use that card, it transacts who using that card. That's why they want to buy sodas and all that junk no more. They want you to buy a meat special. They want you to cook kids. Because as a kid, you eat oatmeal, you eat grits.
I thought that was fake. That's for real.
No, it's for real, yeah.
Say, Monsta, hey, dog, before we get out here, is anything you want to cover that we ain't covered before we get out this bitch?
Oh, man, I just love to be on this show, man. I just want to tell my people in New Orleans, around the world, we love y'all, man. Let's keep the culture going, man. Shout out to all the Social Special Clubs, all the Bones artists, everybody. I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? Stop getting mad at stuff if you feel like you ain't do it. Because you get mad, that mean a hit dog gonna holler. If you holler, that means you're guilty. Right. I'm out of here.
Nah, I respect that. That's some words
hit dog gonna holler
for me.
They be talking, I'm a singer. I don't want to hear that single. Because where you getting the help from.
Nah, it's real, man. That's
we all need help.
Man. That's Monsta with the fade, man. Let them know where to find you at.
Oh, man, find me on Instagram. That's Governor Monsta. Same thing on Facebook. Same thing on TikTok. Yeah, man.
That's what it is, man. And Monsta do it for the kids. Monsta do it for the community, man. Be sure to follow him. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, man. You know I go by Gas the realest.
I'm Mr. Meana the motivator, brother.
You already know what to watch.
Watch this, don't watch that other shit.
Yeah.
Boom.